I think the movie was amazing. I think Jafar Jackson playing his uncle, Michael Jackson, was a spot-on, brilliant performance. Usually when we see people play Michael, it's more of a caricature or an impersonation. But no, Jafar Jackson embodied Michael Jackson, from the dialect to the mannerisms to the voice, all of it, spot on. But the young Michael Jackson, Giuliano Valdi, I left that movie theater boohoo crying at that performance. I wanted to see more of him. And I think you'll leave the movie wanting to see more, but it's almost impossible to put a 40-year career into 2 hours. That's why I think the Jackson 5 miniseries worked so well, because we got to see more intimate moments with Michael. There were a bunch of reshoots. There had to be the entire end of the film reshot because of the lawsuit and some points in that. So we didn't get to see controversy, but I didn't care to see the controversy because I know that Michael's life wasn't just his controversy. It was his artist. It was him being bigger than life at points. So I wanted to see more detailed moments. For instance, like when he performed Billie Jean for the first time at the Motown anniversary, I know there were a lot more details into how that performance came about. I wanted to see that. So if you go to this movie wanting to discover something about Michael, you probably will leave disappointed. But this was more of a long music video, a tribute to Michael Jackson, which I think is fine. I wanted to see more characters like the Diana Ross character, because I know she was an integral part in his life, and Janet Jackson, but they didn't want their likeness on the screen, so we didn't get to see that, which is unfortunate. But I'm glad there's going to be a part 2 of this film, because you don't get to tell the full Michael Jackson story without going into the latter parts of his years, right? So even though we wasn't able to truly see the making of Thriller and the making of Bad album and the making of even Off the Wall, hopefully part 2 will dive more into the story and the details. But I thought the film was amazing. I thought the castings were spot on. Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson was brilliant. Nia Long as Catherine Jackson was amazing. The performances were phenomenal, and they did the best they could with the circumstances they had. So I'm looking forward to seeing part 2, but go and watch this movie, Michael, in theaters right now. You will have an amazing time.